Yo, my name's Greg Harrison. I'm the main man from the Ideal Ohm Show, motherfuckers. Anything you need to know about building coils and shit, just ask me and I'll do it for you, motherfucker. I'm the greatest motherfucking vapor in the world. I'm vape famous all over the planet,
You twat. Oh, damn it.
I couldn't not put that on. That's a good
fucker. The thing is, he timed it dead right as well. Where just the end bit of his voice and then the music starting was absolutely bang on as well.
It was bang on.
Welcome to the Ideal Home Show, everybody. We have with us John Martin, we have Rick Grove, and you have me, Craig Harrison. Welcome.
Hello.
That was super weird.
That was not good. That was not good.
3 minutes the fuck out already. We've only done 2 minutes, and I'm already thinking what the fucking hell's coming up next. Oh, you know. Right. Anyway, I'm going to make a cuppa, and John's going to tell you what he's been doing.
Well, no. First thing, Dean isn't here tonight. He's having a little bit of time out. That's all. But we're here, so that's just part with us instead.
Yeah. I'm trying to do my lower third. I'm having trouble.
I've shrunk. Oh fuck me! I haven't done my lower third, but I'll do it after this.
Vinnie Johns.
I've shrunk.
Vinnie Johns.
My hair's been down. I've been de-pet detectived. Look at that. That's gone. I've lost.
Are you going to show them the picture of you without any hair product on?
Never. No one should ever see that. Don't do it. Private, just for your wank bank.
It was, yeah. It's in there. I've named it.
Right, what am I vaping on? Oh, I'll tell you, I had it in my hand 2 seconds ago. I'll start with this. I can tell. He's a wanker. Right. First of all, I have the Vapor Giant Mini. What's not mini on top of this flask?
Is that the broken one or the working one? That's the new one.
That's the newer one. That's the Vape Forward one, the VF flask with a Shinel on it. It's not a vinyl. It's a Shinel. Thanks again, Mike. I gave him that last week.
You reckon we could get that in the Oxford Dictionary if we say?
I reckon we should be able to. Shinel. And in that is Vaping King's Secret Garden, which is just this week. I've just been vaping the fuck out of this stuff. It's great. Secret Garden, blackcurrant, apple, menthol. It's like blackcurrant tunes with a touch of apple.
Oh, I really like those two vapes. I wish they did like a blackcurrant and apple, but without the menthol in it.
A little bit of voodoo brewish then.
Well, it might be.
Fruity in the middle.
I like the fruit. Then we've got this cheeky little number.
What's that, John?
This is a Vapor Giant Nano on top of a flask, actually. Yeah.
That's a bit big to be a nano, though, isn't it, John?
It is, yeah. But if that's the mini, then it all makes logical sense.
Have they got a mega? Do they do a mega one?
Yeah, my wife's living in it in the garden. She's got a couple of beds. We take it out at weekends. We've got some wheels put on it. Yeah, Raspberry Mint, which is a favourite. I swapped the cotton out in this earlier, and those days we've just changed it.
Makes a difference, doesn't it? I did it today, a couple of atties.
Fucking lovely.
Mm.
So that's that. And a cloudy number tonight, which I can't put my hand on now. It's probably right in front of me, and I'm being a fucking idiot. Oh, I'm here. There it is. You can't see it off screen.
What was going on? John suddenly retired in front of our very eyes then.
I'm this in there tonight is Eden's Beach by Charlie Noble. It's their new Charlie Noble in Paradise range, and it is cranberry, raspberry, mango, and pineapple.
Ooh!
And I've got that on top of the RX 200. On top, it's not on top. This is the Cleto by Aspire with the RTA head in it. What I got yesterday.
So, John, tell us, how much juice did you get into that Cleto with the Fat Boy tank?
Yeah.
I measured it. I've got a syringe. Let's see if we can show you exactly. There's still a little bit of juice left in it actually from where I did it. You see, it's a bit worn out, this syringe, but that's where it stopped. Look at that, just under 5 millimeters. Well, I put 5 millimeters in there because Rick told me it'd fit. It did, and there was a tiny.
You're not using that syringe again, are you?
No, and there was a tiny bit left in the bottom. But Mark Todd is wrong. You heard it here first. 5 mil.
Oh, we've got a response from Mark.
We got a response from Mark in chat, which was bullshit.
Oh, Mark, you got to stop using those dodgy syringes, mate.
5 mil.
Stop. Using the ones that you find in Buckfast bottles, and you'll go far then.
I used 5 mil. Yeah. Anyway, so this is the Cleto RTA. Do you know what? It's a fucking absolute piece of piss to build on. I bought the tank and the RTA section. I think it cost me just over 20 quid.
Oh.
Which added to the price of the Cleto is not great, but what you get from that, I mean, what you'll save on Cleto heads is stupid.
I mean, how are you finding it flavour-wise? I mean, I'd actually rate the flavour of this better than the Cryos.
I think it's great. Do you know what? It's easy. I will say this will probably take over from the Watofo bin, council bin.
Yeah. Okay.
Because though it is ugly, I still think it's fuck ugly with that bulbous tank on. It's way easier to build. It takes you to change the cotton takes a couple of minutes.
Yeah, it's got a nice big area to shove the cotton in as well. You can't really overstuff it. Well, you can obviously, but you can stick plenty of cotton in there, and it will still wick all right, won't it?
Yeah. And I'm
What are you laughing at, Craig?
I'm just thinking of Rick overstuffing things. That's all.
I'm just going
I do that to myself every day.
Oh, well,
Don't get like this unless you overstuff yourself, fella.
I'm on the Punk IPA again.
Ooh.
The Brewdog IPA. Do you know what? I really, after you started drinking it, Rick, I thought, I'll try it, and now I have a bottle every week. Yeah. A bottle every week. That's not much. They won't like that. Or you drink at least 1 bottle a week. It's delicious. So this is Eden's Beach that's in there, and I thought I'd go try them all. I got these all from vapehype.com in the UK. Josh, I bought them on Tuesday. They got to me. It's quite cool. There's Captain Charleston Grey.
What does Captain Charleston taste like?
Well, its description is quite good, which is watermelon candy.
I've never tasted a man myself, but
I don't normally like melon actually, but
Man.
it smells just like.
don't really like men much.
Shut up.
Oh, the cheap gags.
Oh, they're the best ones, aren't they?
Captain Charleston Grey tastes like watermelon. I've heard that's true. Pineapple does that, doesn't it? Anyway, I wouldn't normally try melon because normally you smell it without opening the bottle, but you can't this, and it smells like. Do you remember Gobstoppers? Willy Wonka's Gobstoppers? Do you remember Gobstoppers, Runts, and Nerds? They all came out at the same time.
Yeah, I remember Nerds.
Well, one of the layers on the Gobstopper was watermelon. It smells just like that.
Yeah.
The other one, so I don't think there's any double entendres in this one. So it's the Charlie Noble in Paradise Shellback Slush, which is triple shaved ice, and it does smell very tropical.
Water.
Shit.
Like water, yeah. No, it smells like.
Shaved ice.
E-liquid wise, it smells like Tropicali by who did that? I can't remember. Somebody else tell me. Someone tell me in chat. Well, it tastes. Yeah, I haven't tasted that one yet. Sorry, but it smells just like that. But that one, the one I was thinking of, Tropicali, tasted like plastic. It was horrible. But Charlie Noble always either knock it out of the park or not. Really, there's no middle ground. But I'm liking. And the Eden's Beach. Yeah, that's good. What else have I been up to? Yeah, I got my hair cut. You know about that. You can see it. It's obvious. So it's a visual media, isn't it? You kind of said I don't need to tell you that. Yeah, I'm going to Thorpe Park on Saturday.
Oh yeah.
because I'm revisiting my childhood. I'm not.
Who's making you go there, John?
It's my mate Simon's birthday.
Who is it?
Happy early birthday. It's not his birthday yet.
You do owe him one. He does supply you with litres of raspberry mint. Free of charge.
I will say this. He said, on my birthday, he sent me a message. He said, I didn't buy you a present because you always forget your wallet whenever I've got some raspberry mint around. So he said, I tell you what, keep it. And I sent a message back saying, oh, thanks, that's what I've always wanted. So again, me and my wife, him and his other half, and my two godkids, to Thought Park. They're staying up there. Should be quite good.
That'd be nice.
Just to let everybody know, we will pay good money for any photos of John crying on a roller coaster.
I'm not scared of roller coasters. I told you this the other day. I don't like any ride that holds you upside down. But on a roller coaster, you would, if you left the track. My theory is you wouldn't be aware of coming off the track, so you just impact into the ground at 120 mile an hour, and I think, I'll be alright. You wouldn't even know about it, so you just go, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's worse if you're left dangling upside down and you fall out, isn't it?
That's no good. That I'm not up for. No.
We used to have a ride when I was a kid. We had this thing called Ben Bon Brothers down in Margate, and they had the Mary Rose, which is a big ship that went like that until it got to a point where you're upside down. Everyone's being sick, and then you catch it on the way back down.
Oh, for fuck.
Yeah, it was horrible. Yeah.
What was it called? The Bengon Brothers?
Ben Bon Brothers. It was a big thing in Kent. No, it was a big old. It had the looping star roller coaster that went up, over and round, and we all.
It really was in the olden days. You used to pull up on your penny farthing.
This was before the railway in the southeast was electrified.
They brought
the new trains in, and we could all. They said to everybody, you can have 3 trains for the day. So all us kids went down to Ben Bon Brothers in Margate.
Yeah, I remember. Just going to do a reminisce-a-thon. My brother, I've got an older brother, he's 2 years older than me. On my birthday one year, he bought me a leather jacket from, I think it must have been from a charity shop or something. It looked like it was the Fonzies. I was about 12, and I thought it was really cool. It was way too big for me. My brother gave me the leather jacket, and we used to go to a place called Wicksteed Park, which is in Northamptonshire. And I was queuing up for a ride with my leather jacket on, it was what I thought was quite scary. And I was waiting in the queue, and then I lost my nerve, and I had to walk back through the queue, the zigzag. To everybody going, oh, he's not all that, is he? In his little leather jacket. It's the worst birthday ever.
And that's the leather jacket you still got today.
Yeah, we only wears it whenever we go to a vape meet.
Yeah. That's just right. I like that. It's a Cecil G. That's good. I like it. Bit of retro call. Right. Reminisce-a-thon over. Rick. Oh, you're vaping. How's your week been? Craig.
Hold on, Rick. Just while we're on pronunciation.
Oh, wait. Pause the show. Happy birthday, Roz. Wawinski. It's her birthday today. Happy birthday, Roz.
Have a good one, Roz.
Happy birthday, Paul Packham. I don't know if you watched the show, but if you do, happy birthday, Paul. But big happy birthday to... I should do it in a native tongue, actually. Happy birthday! There you go. That was to Roz.
Is that a Scottish accent, John?
Yeah, that was what it was. Anyway, Craig.
No, I was just... When you were talking about... When you were mentioning pronunciations, I just wanted Rick to get the food again. What was the chili popcorn stuff that you'd got there? What was it called again?
Oh, I've got my beer collection. My Beer 52 subscription came today, so I've got some. What have I got here? This should be Scottish actually. Lofthammer Brave Red Ale.
We're all doing voices tonight.
And it came with a little snack that they always give you a little snack to have with your beer, and this is seriously spicy Thai sriracha with chili and garlic, and it basically looks like sugar puffs with chili on them and a few chickpeas.
Yeah, it was just the number of pronunciations that came before it last time that was the...
Well, how do you pronounce an S and an R at the beginning? Sriracha.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, yeah, what I've been doing this week, I registered at a doctor's.
Hey!
And it has been just over 20 years since I last went to a doctor's. 20 years.
Fit as a fiddle, and yeah, fit as a fiddle.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to, like, go, you know, do this, do that, do the other, and they're just going to go, oh, you're so fucked.
At least you get somebody to touch your balls, Craig.
I'm not reading out what John's just done. Hey, don't stop. That's probably been longer. Fucking hell, damn it. I feel really bad.
Sorry.
It's good you haven't been to the doctors for 20 years. It means you haven't been ill. So
Or if I have, I just haven't known it.
you've manned up. You're just that sort of man. You get on with it.
Yeah, just go, have it. But now I've got to the point where I can't walk properly, so I kind of got to go.
Start falling off.
It didn't help that I played golf on Saturday. I mean, you know, I thought that'll help it. Yeah, didn't work out as
Did
planned.
you hit your foot with a club or something?
No, it's just walking. Walking just hurts. So walking for 4 miles just didn't really help it much more. Yeah, what have I got this week? Other than wind. I've had fuck all delivered this week. I've had nothing delivered this week. Not a single thing. So
Not even any post. Are you sure the postman's not just doing it? Have you had any letters or anything like that?
no, nothing.
Anything you want to read out? Like your gas bill or something? Hey, regular mail. Something from British Gas.
I've got an Adidas leaflet, 10% off my next order.
There you go. You got some mail then, didn't you?
Get some new shell tops.
I did. Actually, I'm going to show you these.
Yeah.
These are really, really nice. Mesh ones as well. There you go.
Yeah. Are you going to take the laces out and wear them Run DMC style?
No, well, I'm not. You know, I'm not going back to that particular period of history. It was good at the time.
At the time when Craig thought he was black for a decade.
Well, we've clearly just seen on the intro that he is still an OG.
OG. What does I'm not? Right. Whoever comes up with the best meaning for what OG stands for in relation to what me.
Okay, I was going to say what it actually means.
Yeah, for 3 stickers. I'll give you 3 stickers for whoever goes.
Okay, but the funny, not the real answer. We know what the real answer is. Don't do that. We want the funny answer.
Yeah. So use your imaginations. We know you have them. Go forth. Not now. But
Go forth and spread love in the Facebook community.
Oh, Gary, somebody said. Fucking Bonner. Right. No, I've had nothing. So what have I been vaping on? I have been vaping on the Dog Mods X350J with a big massive lipo in the inside of it with a Shinel. Let me try and get the light right. Got to get the light right. There we go, Shinel. With the Holmes V1 on it, and inside that I have got my big bottle of Gluttony. I've just split a bit off of it, so from DB Liquid. I've got the SX, the S-Class, the original S-Class, which is 18 months old now.
Still going.
Still going. Brilliant.
Do you know what? That's one of the popular models that I've never had. I've never had one ever.
Really? I'll send
Just the board.
No, it just passed me by. It was one of those things.
It's just the SX boards are so solid, aren't they? They just
yeah. It was really, really good. I gave away an M class in the raffle, the Derby Vapors raffle, and then I sold another S class. I had 2 S classes and an M class, but I've just got the one now, and this was the first one I got, so it's got a little wrap on it.
So every so often, you just go, every so often we're talking vaping, you just go, this is fucking delightful, load of shit. You just said about an M class, and I got a B class. The C class has got like a slightly iffy button. You're like, what the fuck? When I talk to another vapor and there's a sort of muggle around, and they're going, what?
Yeah. They go, what the hell's this Muji shit you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just kind of looking at
it. Any mesh? Yeah, I'll do a couple of meshes. Yeah.
Using 200 superfine. And you're like, what the fucking... Anyway, what have we got so far? We got I'm reading these out now. Fuck you all, damn you. We've got in chat. We've got old Todd, old Git. That's just an easy target.
He can fucking talk.
Oh yeah, he's a month older than me. Wanker. Right, we've got O'Gary, Owen Guy, Old Age Gangster, Oswald Gitface. That's quite good, actually. Inky, nice one.
I quite like Oswald Gitface just for the randomness.
What is it? Old Geezer, Omi Grumpus, Oral Giver from Cosmo C.
Yeah.
Auburn Ginger, Original Gimp, Ornithologist Gimp.
I quite like Ornithologist Gimp as well.
Got something with Gimps this fucking lot, I don't know what it is. Ornithologist Gimp, Organ Grinder, Orthotic Gate.
Gate, yeah.
Inky
I think it's got
Vapors
something to do with your walk.
Yeah, Inky Vapors one. This is a poor entry, which is Yee Hee for the win.
Thanks for that, John. Cheers, mate. I'll write it down, put it on the fridge.
Yeah, thank you very much. So, yeah, Inky, I owe you some stickers so far. But yeah, if anybody else watches this afterwards, tomorrow morning, post them in the group, and I'll pick one, and I'll send them some.
Steal someone else's that you've just heard, that you found funny.
Yeah.
Post it.
Yeah.
Because if you beat them, you'll win. Yeah.
Damn it. So yeah, so I'm on that. So I'm on the S class with the Kayfun 5, which has got which one is it again? Oh, it's PB and Jesus, which is really good. I'm on the Black Rose with the next gen. With inside that, I've got Spirit Walker, the Mana Bush, 2 hours. It's really good. And the other one, and it's French juice. And it's quite nice. I'll try and get this to zoom in properly. But it's Anatolia. I think it's by The Foo. I think that's the company that makes it. But it's quite nice. It's kind of like a coffee biscuity type
the
thing.
Mana Bush. If the Mana Bush you've got, that's the one without tobacco, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the one. That one, yeah, the Mana Bush is the one without tobacco. The Spirit Walker range.
Like the tobacco concentrate. So I think I might try that without tobacco. Ghost Ship now. Oh, I forgot to say.
Yeah, really good.
Vapingking.co.uk are now going to be doing a 9mg liquid as well as their 3, 6, 12, and 18. But they're going to do a 9. So if you're in the middle, knock yourself out. Vapingking.co.uk.
Oh, you get one of these ones. Will it zoom in?
Yeah, I saw it said 4mg different.
You won't do it now. You watch. There you go.
Well, 4 was always the one that made sense, wasn't it? I don't know why it went to 3. It didn't make any sense to me. But
if anybody's after different levels of nicotine, just go and look on the continent if they're shipping them, because some places won't ship at the moment because of all the TPD bollocks. But so I've got that in the Domino, Sator Domino, in the Origin Tiny Tank, and it's fucking ace. Brilliant. Tiny Tank is excellent. So yeah, so else, that's me done, I think. Yeah, so Rick, what you?
Yeah, same as ever, right, buddy. Same as ever. Busy as ever. Cloud over us, but let's not. Yeah. No more of that. Yeah. Moving on. What am I vaping on? I've got a Cleto here, and earlier on I put just under 5 millilitres of my Voodoo Brew in there, in the Cleto bulbous tank there, and we wicked it earlier, and it's just outstanding, the flavour on this. And that's sitting on the Q class SX350J version 2.
Ooh. You getting on with it? How are you getting on with it?
Sorry?
How are you getting on with the Q? Because you've had it a while now, and
it's great. The battery life's good. I can plug it in and charge it USB, which is the thing that appealed to me the most. And yeah, it just works, mate. I mean, I don't like it particularly, the shape of it. I might actually ask Nigel if he will will rat up the covers on it. Mr. Moxon, that is, does a very good job with his powder coat.
Yeah. The only thing I didn't know how expensive it was. Was it 180?
I don't know.
Yeah, I know you got that one. I know you got
something like that. I think
direct, and they gave it to you. But I think they're about 180 quid, aren't they?
Yeah, something like that. I mean, it's a great board, and it doesn't miss a beat, just like any of the SX boards.
Just seemed a lot. When I looked, I was looking for a friend the other day because I knew you liked it, so I thought, well. Yeah,
I mean, I do like it. It works. I mean, it just doesn't look. It doesn't look as good as that, for instance. You know, we all like our nice woodeny things, don't we? And But no, it works great, and it's with me every day, all the time. As probably I probably use it more than any other mod actually at the moment, just because it just works and it's got a good battery life with 2 batteries in it. So yeah, I rate it as a beater. What next?
All right, isn't it? People with £170 beaters, it's because it's £169. That creme de vape, somebody told me on chat.
There you go. It is. I mean, it's a great mod. New board, a board you can't get as well. If you want to get a custom mod with one, you can't have one.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like it. Yeah. What have I done? Something a little bit different here. I've got my Kayfun 5 with another one of my juices in it because I haven't got any 6mg shop bought juice now.
Oh.
So I've got my rhubarb 50/50 juice in now, and I've chucked it on my Moonshot box. And I tell you what, the battery life, I've got 2 26/650s in this, and they're 4,500 mAh each.
Oh.
I've been using this thing for 4 days now, and I'm still at 7.28 volts. So this, for me, at the week, is going to be my weekender beater all day long, and I probably won't even charge it. I'll probably get another 3 or 4 days out of it. Because I'm only on about 8. I've got it really low. I've got it about 18 watts, 20 watts maybe, on this Kayfun 5, and it's just battery life for days, bro.
How are you getting on with your 5 anyway?
Am I getting on with the Kayfun 5?
Yeah.
I like it more than I did when I first got it now. I've dialed in. You know, you sort of dial into the flavour, don't you, of an Atty? I still think it's slightly muted compared to chucking 40 watts through the Cleto.
Yeah.
But I'm getting enough flavour, and I'm getting yeah, I really do like it for a low wattage Atty. It's the best one I've got.
Yeah.
And yeah, flavours pretty good for such a low wattage. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
What else? Okay, on this, yeah, the Cryos. I got a few neighbourhood juices. I don't know if I've probably shown you these before. These neighbourhood ones, and I really rate them. But I don't really rate this one. I got Trust.
Yeah, you have shown us those before. That's the one with the sneakers hanging over the line.
Yeah, I mean, they were outstanding. I mean, I'd probably say these are the nicest juices I've tried of late. These neighbourhood, the fruity ones. But this is a sort of bakery one, and it's just it's a bit meh, really, unfortunately. So
you're not really a bakery guy, though, are you?
No, not really. No, you know, I just find it. You find what you like, don't you? And you tend to stick with it. I always tend to like a bit of Coolada and a bit of menthol in my juices for a little bit of extra hit. If it's too just flavour and no throat hit at all, it's just a bit meh for me. So I'm not really a fan of that one, but I'm still giving it a go. That's Trust by Neighbourhood. And finally, I resurrected my Deringer the other day.
I saw you post that up. That was your Nada replacement.
Yeah, well, I'm never going to see one of those, am I? So I wanted a small, nice Atty, and it just so happened I found this drip tip that fits on there blooming lovely.
Oh.
And yeah, I'm back in love.
I'm going to disappear at some point during the show.
I'm back in love with the Deringer.
It's a good Atty. It is a good Atty. I think it got the whole small Atty thing started to get a bit silly.
Well, they made a fuck up on the first run, didn't they, with the spinning centre post, and it was a hard slog to get back from it.
It was, yeah. And I think the
clone didn't have the same problem, which was a difficult one to get out of.
Yeah.
I mean, it sort of moved. You've got high-end vapors, haven't you, that vape at lower wattage, really. And I'm used to vaping at 40 watts, really, on a dual coil setup. But I've got this at 30 watts, and it's singing. It's great. Couple of 28 gauge, 8 wrap, 2.5 coil, 0.5 about. And it's just flavoursome. It's really good. It just doesn't work well with thicker wire, which a lot of people tend to use these days, don't they? I mean, I usually use 26 gauge, but it was getting too hot with that.
Yeah, so, I mean, the thing is, it's having that little bit of the rise on the top of the cap where the drip tip goes is kind of, if it didn't have that, I guess it's it's a payoff, isn't it? Because you end up having a huge long drip tip on it to stop the heat, and it just towers above it.
Yeah.
You can't have any lower because the drip tip would be inside the chamber, and then you've got a problem, haven't you? So it's kind of...
When I first recoiled it the other day, I stuck 26 gauge in there around 3 mil, and it was just getting a bit too hot, and it wasn't that. It's just, I just think 2.5 in a dimension on the Deringer is perfect with 28 gauge, because it's a little cooler. And
somebody just recommended in chat something for you to try, Rick, which is... sorry, what is it called? What did they say? They said Simon Sawyer's ABC Arctic Black Card. That'll be coming to you tomorrow, Rick.
Oh, fantastic! That sounds. Has that got a bit of Coolada in it then?
Yep.
That's up my street. That's really up my
Send that
street.
your way then, Rick.
Brilliant. Thank you, mate.
Thanks, Schmick Smullin, for recommending that in chat. That is the name, Schmick Smullin.
But that's me.
Yeah. I'm just on the Deringer though. I think it was I still think that was the better of the small drippers that were out there. Only the Thump ever got close to it, I think. Because you had the Adler Industries one, which was just way too small, and then you had the the Bambino was just that ended up grabbing all your facial hair if you vaped on it. That was just horrid. And then the Low Pro was the moodiest fucking atomizer on the planet.
They did try and make them too small. I remember somebody passed me some tiny thing, and it was at 60 watts, and it burnt my fucking face. I don't see the point of that.
I didn't say what I'm actually vaping in that, and I'm vaping on another really... I'm rating this juice, and that's 12 Monkeys juice. And that's Mango Bays I've got in there, which is a mango affair. And that's 2 out of these now, and they're all sweetness spot on, flavour spot on. So yeah, 12 Monkeys is good gear.
12 Monkeys. Did you go back in time? Or forward in time?
Well...
Did you meet
he saw himself when he went back. They found their own juice when they went back, and brought it back to the past.
Not I've ever smoked weed, but if you did and then you watched that, I think you'd probably end up in a psychiatric ward if you watched Weed High.
Yeah, but that's it. That's what I'm vaping on. On with the news, John. Have you got some news for us? Oh, you've already said it.
Yeah, you've already.
Have I done all my news? Oh, that was all my news. You're right. My news was she did miss it, but she's watching now. So happy birthday, Roz. One of the 2 of my most favourite ladies in vaping.
I was going to say, who is Roz and how do you know her, John?
Roz is Roz from SV. Well, I worked with her as SV admin, and but prior to that, she's fucking hilarious and Scottish, and she does an amazing impression of wee Jimmy Cranky, which I think you should now upload as it's your birthday, and hopefully you've had some wine, and you should put that on the Ideal Home Show. But she does a fantastic...
Oh, is she the leader of the SMP party then?
She's not, but I think they're personal friends. They're all like that. Todd knows the...
No, Jimmy Cranky is...
Oh, wee Jimmy Cranky. Yeah, she is. She's done well. We're not doing politics tonight, but if we were, she would be hilarious. Stop naming your politicians after fish. It's weird. Yes, it's Ross's birthday. That was my only news. Rick.
On to me. Okay, look, you can share this with me, John, because I've just had a load of talking about my attitude.
I'll do the intro to it. Dog shit of the week.
We're talking about... We haven't got bullshit of the week, but we have. It's bullshit and dog shit combined.
Oh.
Yeah. This was a little article that we saw in a very reputable media outlet called the Daily Star.
Oh, I thought you were going to say. I thought you were going to say it was Vape Talk UK then.
Oh.
Yeah, I did cover it as well, but we decided we were going to cover it before you did.
Yeah.
But no, it's that story. It's a very silly story. It just highlights that the media haven't got anything better to talk about than e-cigarettes at the minute, and they know it gets a bit of interest.
Yeah.
And it's about a dog that bit into an e-cigarette refill. Apparently, someone dropped their... I don't know what they dropped. They didn't actually say what it was, but it went under the sofa.
I think we can assume it was a cartridge or something.
Yeah. Like that. But the dog bit into this refill cartridge, and then apparently was ill for 8 months before it finally died.
It's not the funny thing, because we kind of write a sort of script to the show. And when we were talking about this bit, I've got a dog. Dean's got a dog. Todd's got a dog. And lots of people who vape have got dogs. But lots of people who vape eat chocolate. Lots of people who vape, use bleach in their house. And all these things are poisonous to a dog. But if you know you've got a dog, you don't leave them hanging around or within reach of the dog. All this is the Daily Star have basically said, extra shit dog owner exists. Yeah, that's true.
But the thing that surprised me on the article, well, not surprised me, that's the dog shit of the article, is that they said the dog was ill, or didn't say the dog was ill, but the dog died 8 months later.
It depends what the only issue I've got with that is because it's the Daily Star, maybe they didn't go into it, but it could have caused kidney damage or liver damage or something like that. And then it could have taken that long, I suppose. But
it could have been run over.
Yeah, or they could have dropped a bar of Bourneville on the floor, and the same thing would have happened. The dog would be dead. I was sorry, but it would have killed the dog.
They should actually. The focus should be on the owners
being a dickhead. Yeah.
How many dogs have died from eating mobile phones? I bet there's a fuckload more.
Yeah. Or honestly, chocolate at Christmas. There's always some terrible that a dog dies because you know to keep things out of the way. My dog would eat anything if you drop it on the floor.
Anything.
It worked out a great way to get the dog to take medication. You just pretend to drop it on the floor. No. And the dog runs past and eats it. It works brilliantly. You just go, whoops, oh, crikey, and then pretend to chase the dog. And then the dog takes the tablet, runs off, and then eats it on the sofa with an angry look on its face. And you think, that's what I wanted you to do. It doesn't matter.
This is a classic case of what is called post hoc ergo propter hoc. There you go. You're going to learn some Latin tonight.
Go for it. What's that?
It's before, therefore, because of. Or after, therefore, because of.
Oh, was that a bit of Latin you were saying there then?
Yeah. Post hoc, ergo propter hoc. It basically means that A, then B, therefore A cause B. That's
moving on. We got another one here.
Dog shit of the week.
We need to find out what dog shit of the week is in Latin. If anybody can do that, I'll give them finals.
John Malcolm knows what it is.
I bet he does as well,
But no, another one that popped up this week that made me just highlights how media just talk shit. This has got nothing to do with e-cigarettes, but the headline of the story is e-cigarette fallout leads to slashed tyre.
What?
Yeah, e-cigarette fallout leads to slashed tyre.
Was that somebody won a randomizer? His mate came around and slashed his tyre.
No, it's a bloke, a kid, a youngster. Went round his friend's house to play on the old Xbox. Took his e-cig. He left it there by mistake.
Yeah.
Where is it? And he forgot about it, and the friend left it at the friend's house that was later sold without the owner knowing. In an effort to clear the air, the friend invited the two over so they could be friends again. The newcomer played a few games and showed the two other men his new knife. Then left.
Look at this knife. It's good for slashing tyres.
Then left when the topic of e-cigarette came up. When the man went to leave the next morning, he noticed his rear driver's side tyre was slashed and his tag was stolen from the car. That's it.
I really like that.
But the headline is e-cigarette fallout leads to slashed tyre. Gosh, they're getting hard up, aren't they? They're getting hard up for articles.
I sold your e-cigarette and I bought myself some new tyres. Oh, I bought this knife recently. Anyway, see you later. Gotta go. Tyres to smash.
But no, it just highlights you could throw anything about from dangerous cats into, could be put in the headline there. It's got nothing to do with an e-cigarette. It's a dude with a knife who got the hump with his mate.
Yeah. There's wicked.
But no, they put e-cigarette in the title there to draw us in.
Yeah. You went and it worked.
Yeah, I read it, and we're talking about it now. That was the Forsyth Herald.
Feel free to visit with its millions of adverts. Every single local newspaper on the fucking planet has got 17 gazillion adverts. It's like if you've got the slightest, like, or, you know, if your internet's not quite up to scratch in any way, if you load up a new local newspaper, that's it. That's your internet gone for about a week.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know if I've said this on the show. I might have already said this before. Sorry if I have. I know I've said this to you too. But I'm going to ruin local newspapers for everybody who watches our show. Buy your local newspaper tomorrow, and just don't look at the front page, but look at every article, and every article with a picture. They try to convey the entire story in the picture. So tires slashed by a guy in e-cigarette mix-up. There would have been something like a guy whose car's tire has been slashed. The tire will be in the background. He'll be in the foreground, going like this. It's fucking amazing. If someone's got their shed robbed, they'll be like the door open, empty shed, and they'll be going. They don't do that with anything else. It's fucking amazing.
Pothole in road destroys suspension on car, and they'll be standing next to the fucking pothole.
Pointing at it.
Be any hole, anywhere, but it's this
news for the illiterate. Like somebody just fixed the base. Oh, look at that! Somebody's had their car stolen. How do you know? Pointing at the driveway. Can you not read? No.
You might have to take about 7 or 8 photos of them though, because like John's just said, they always look sad. But the first time and they go, you're going to be in the paper. They must be like this. Man has car, tires slashed, and he's like.
I haven't mentioned. There was somebody got murdered in our local town a few years ago, and there was a candlelight vigil for them about 3 days later, and they were all their friends who were all in the paper, and they took a picture, and one of the people in the picture was just chuffed to be there. They got the biggest smile on their face. I haunt my dreams just then. Stop. Right.
Anyway, we've got a bit more.
Yeah.
Our friend of the show, Chris Scott, he makes the Kenzie mods. Very nice, aren't they? He's doing a list on Saturday. If you're interested in getting a Kenzie mod, get onto his Facebook page, which is Chris Scott Mods, and he's doing a list on Saturday for 20 mods, and I'm really quite surprised at the price of them. I'm so tempted to get one because $7.5.
What I should do is I should have a chat with him and say, do you want to do an Ideal Home Show list?
Yeah, there you go, Chris.
There you go, Chris. That's put you on the spot nicely.
Yeah, there you go.
But no, yeah, $275 for a hybrid Squonker. I'm not sure. He's probably using SX350Js, I'd imagine.
Those, I think you've really. I think will say Chris Scott and Darwin, the 2 mods you've really wanted. You've really got to touch one. They are brilliant. Yeah. I mean, that's not thinking. Sorry, those are the 2 that you might look at them and go, "Oh, I don't know," but you want to touch them. I just meant there are loads of brilliant mods, obviously, like Artisan and all this. They're fantastic, but that's in the look.
Actually, ones you can get hold of are Chris Scott.
The feel are incredible.
Well, I think that's a good point, which is that if you're looking around and you're seeing all these high-end mods, or you're looking for something to kind of get into, just don't aim for the obvious ones like your Jeps and your Black Roses and all of those ones that you kind of see at the top, like the Loch Ness and everything else. If you look around a lot of the other groups and see what people are using, you can find some really, really killer things out there that are really, really good. They're not overly expensive, and they're going to get really well looked after because the people who are doing them, like Chris and Eddie and Nigel's a good example as well. Good aftermarket support with them as well. So I think it's worth.
If I had the money to buy a mod, I would be willing. I'd be tempted to get one of these Chris Scott Squonkers because I want a Squonk and I haven't got one. And I know what they're like. They really are a nice chunk.
I think Mark should send you one for nothing for getting the measurement of the tank wrong.
I think so too. He's got one. I know.
He's got loads.
He probably doesn't even use it.
Yeah.
I'm squonkless. I am. I haven't ever squonked in my life.
Oh.
Anyway, last thing. M Vapes, happy birthday, mate.
Happy birthday, Matt, and yeah, props for the homes, by the way, as well, mate.
Yeah, it's good lad, Matt, M Vapes.
Yeah.
Friend of the show and good lad.
Yeah.
Craig! Oh, give me a chance to queue up some images, Craig. Hang on.
Okay.
Well, you can tell the people, that's your dog shit.
What is so?
There you go, I'll give it for you. I put it in the other chat from Mark James Elliott.
What's that?
Canis Puppies.
Oh, Canis Puppies.
Yes.
Dog shit of the week, isn't it? Canis Puppies.
Nice one, Mark. Right, Mark, PM me your address and I'm going to send you some fucking vinyls.
More vinyls.
We're going to, yeah, they're on the way now. They're on the way, we've seen them. Thank you very much, Mark. Yeah, anyway, first up, Norbert, who does the Origins, all of which are absolutely killer atties. He does the Origin and everything else, and he does the Tiny Tank. He has done a proper Origin tank, a 22mm. Well, we'll get to that in a second. But he's done a proper Origin tank, which Rick's about to go bang.
He did. Stop.
The picture, yeah, Rick. I'm sure Rick's looking at the other picture right now thinking, God, that's nice. But I'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, it goes 22mm, then 19mm, then 22mm.
What?
It's single coil.
Why does it go to 19mm though?
I think just to keep the chamber reduced. I think
Right.
it's just to keep the chamber reduced because it works. It's only single coil, which in effect it's going to have the same kind of. I think it's going to have the same internals as the Origin Tiny with these little tubes. But
do you know what does the capacity change from to?
From what? Sorry.
What does it change? The capacity to change from to?
From what to what you mean with that?
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, this little one here is only about, I think, 1.5 mil or something, whereas that's 5.5.
Oh, okay. Right.
So it's got way more capacity on it. They're coming out on the 6th of July, and they're going to be about €130, which is about £780.
£780?
Yeah. Well, that's what it's going to be worth by next week, isn't it?
Now, how much is it in pounds? Sorry, say it again. I thought
What's
that.
it in dollars?
No, it's
£70 or £80, did you say?
No, it's going to be €139.9. I think that's the exact price.
Really?
July the 6th when it comes out, so it's €139. It's around about that anyway. For the Origins are around about the same.
Okay, but you get the actual inside. You get the whole lot. It's not just a conversion kit for the.
No, it's a full ATI. It's an actual full ATI. It goes 22mm at the base, then to 19, and then it goes back out again. And then when Angsty saw the picture, he sent me the other picture saying it just reminds me of. I'm going to call it this from now on. It's not sexist. It's just what Angsty sent me.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of people. Well, someone in chat's called it a pepper grinder. I have to admit, I'm probably with them.
Yeah,
it's
you can
not
get rid of that now,
popular in
Rick.
chat.
Yeah. Rick's just leaving it there now, aren't
We're
we?
now that show that puts up people in weird fucking bodices.
So it's now called the corset ATI. That's what Angsty thought it looked like. It did look like a corset because it kind of went in there.
Remember, that was Angsty, not us.
Yeah, it's Angsty's fault.
He's some sort of pervert.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, twisted, weird bloke, that one.
Love you, Angsty. He's going to kill us. Yeah, quick reminder on that as well. No Plumes next week. They're having a week off.
Wow. Have they ever had a week off? They've had 1 week off, haven't they?
They had two weeks off. They had a Christmas off, and then they came on our show because they weren't doing their own. But it's Independence Day, isn't it? For them or whatever.
That was last week.
Well, it will be. Yeah, yeah, right.
Yeah. Sorry. Wow, Rick, that was quite.
Come on, don't talk about that. We said we wouldn't.
Come on.
Yeah.
They've
Yeah.
got two choices. They've got an impotent leader of one of the largest, most powerful countries in the world, or a mental case. That's going to be an interesting election, one of the way.
Yeah.
One way or the other. What do you want? No power or a mental case?
No, we're not going there.
No.
Oh, we're not doing world politics. Sorry, no. I thought we were going to stay away from UK.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Next up, I'm going to put a link. I'll put a link in the group, and I'll try and remember. But somebody managed to get their cuboid stuck in Flappy Bird mode.
Oh, that was funny.
What the hell are you even playing Flappy Birds for on a mod? Get your phone out.
How gutted would you be if you were dying for a vape and all you could do was play Flappy?
You'd just be getting, and the worst bit is the more you played it, the more infuriated you'd get, and the more you want to play, and the more you played it.
What they should do is they should lock the wattage on it. They should make it so you've got to get to a certain level on Flappy Birds to increase the wattage.
Yeah.
Wow, they die. Next up is quick shout out to Dong Magnum, Eric D. The Fast Tech Digest has returned to Reddit, so if I'm not saying go out and buy them, I'm just saying it's worth having a read because it's comedy gold. So, and they do some it really does a good job of kind of like filtering shit out, and it's well worth having a watch. So, yeah, the Fast Tech Digest. That's what you're looking for.
What does he do on the Fast Tech Digest?
He writes it.
He goes through all of the stuff that's good, all the stuff that's bad, all the stuff that's ugly, and then everything that's in what's the blue colour called? The Tiffany blue. So all of the items are Tiffany blue. He has a list of all of the ones that are just in Tiffany blue because it's just silly. But there's lots and lots of kind of. He goes through lots of jokey stuff. There was honestly some mad stuff. But yeah, go and check out the Fast Tech Digest.
Right.
Next up, we've got the Kayfun 5 reducer kit has appeared.
I don't understand it really. Why do you want to reduce the Kayfun 5? I don't know.
Because it's a lot of people have been saying it's too tall.
No, it's not that big.
No, it's the air reducer.
Airflow.
Oh, the air reducer. Oh no, I do get that. A lot of people have been saying it's too airy.
Yeah, but you've got adjustment on it.
Yeah, but it's still too airy at the bottom. There's a few that are too airy even at the bottom.
Yeah, I mean, at the very bottom, it's not like the classic.
You can't get a mouth to lung out of a Cleto. It's not possible.
No, you can't get a mouth. I don't think you can get a mouth to lung very easily out of the Kayfun 5.
We can. All right, it's possible. It's not very good.
Yeah, it's not as good as the old Kayfun was though. The Kayfun was just that classic mouth to lung kind of thing.
Yeah.
It was nice and tight and restrict. You know, it was quite nice and tight. But they've done a little kit where you get a 1.2, 1.4, or a 1.6 millimeter air hole in it, and it kind of press fits into the hole. Apparently, you've got to not have a coil in it to put it in, which is kind of, you know, you've got to know what you want before you start, which is a pain in the arse. And the other side of that is that the airflow will now mean nothing at all, because if the air...
Oh, so the AFC won't do anything, basically.
Yeah, the AFC is basically now completely null and void now if you're doing that. So I think that's why they did the 3 anyway, so you've got...
If you yeah. It is, well, I'm buying one for leaving it set. With the Vapor Giant, you've got 4 screws that you can take out or not. And there's 1 screw out on both of mine. And that's perfect, and I don't need to fiddle with it. It's never going to slip, nothing happens. It's that. So if you're one of those people who doesn't change your airflow according to what you're vaping, then it's great.
Yeah. So, but look, I mean,
vaping.
That sort of thing. But you get them the $10, which isn't an awful lot.
Is there going to be a UK stockist? I assume it'd be
Creme de Vape.
Creme de Vape, isn't it?
A Cloud9 forever.
Yeah, this should
give a shit. Type in a Google, it'll change it for you.
Yeah. Next door, got Vapefest. They put a post up. Fucking can't.
I really can't wait for Vapefest. Craig's my bunk buddy for Vapefest as well.
Can I be Big Spoon? I want to be Big Spoon.
Yeah, you can be Big Spoon. You have to be. I'm only little. But I just absolutely can't wait for Vapefest. When I saw the posts yesterday on SB and on iOS, I just love it too much. I'm a child. It's like going away to camp for the weekend. Yeah.
So they've got 75 vendors, which is which has got all sorts of different kinds of people there, and there's a few coming over from the continent as well. Yeah.
Oh, actually, Chris Scott's got a stall there as well. He told me earlier.
Oh, wicked!
He's going to have some mods to sell and blanks. So.
Yeah, that's cool. So anybody who's thinking about doing a bit of work, I mean, buy a blank off Chris as well. Yeah. I don't know why I went high there, didn't I? I went, do you buy a blank off Chris as well? Oh, that's quite weird.
I'm actually looking at a blank off Chris to fix my stick.
Ah.
So I'm having talks at the moment.
Cool.
So yeah, 75 vendors, and also we haven't got a hard date yet from Richard and the guys. But you need to get your camping sorted by the middle of July. So if payday comes along,
Get it done. I'll say here what I said on the thing as well. If you've not been to any of the vaping events and you're really not sure and I don't know, you're a little bit nervous or something, honestly, go. It's the most chilled out one. It's in a field in Shrewsbury at the showground, and it's just great. And just wander over and chat to people and you know, I honestly, I can't say enough good things about that.
Come and drink beer and have fun with us.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah, come and say hi.
Yeah, definitely come see us.
Yeah.
Just we'll pay you in vinyls if you say hello to us.
We'll bribe you.
Yeah. Please say hello to us. No one knows.
Please.
Makes us look better than we are.
Well, you make sure you do it.
No shinals, there's none left.
Actually, I don't know yet.
Oh, yeah, we may have some.
We saw Mike printing up some shinals.
Oh, shinals for everyone. Bling, bling, bling.
Yeah. So we'll have some there. But yeah, so get your camping done. Like John says, get it done as soon as possible. If payday comes around, make it your first thing. It's worth doing. But just go and check the Vapefest website, and there's a camping section on there, and it's got some little instructions and what have you. Go and get done. Next up, a couple of weeks ago we did the whole things that kind of go wrong when you're doing stuff. Somebody, I will put the link in the group. Somebody managed while they were doing a build. They were putting Claptons on an Atty, and they dropped it and down where they were sitting, and unfortunately they were only wearing a pair of boxer shorts.
Oh, those buggers take ages to cool down, don't they? Those Clapton coils.
Yeah, what it ended up burning didn't cool down for quite a while. I don't think though. It was kind of it apparently ended up burning his cock when it fell off. So word to the wise. Wear something that's got a little bit of protection if you're fiddling around with hot bits of metal, because it's kind of like toast. You can guarantee that, you know, when you drop it, it'll land Clapton side down on your bits. So,
that's why I don't use Claptons. Fuck, I've never done anything like that. I have to. I've never done the cap off burn lips thing.
No, I've never done that either.
I've been close twice.
Do you ever do that thing? We used to be the golden days. We used to be able to smoke in the pub, and you put your cigarette down, and you're shit-faced, and you picked it up, filter away from you. Did you ever do that? And put the cherry on your lip? You never did that?
I can't remember. I was too pissed. Probably not.
I did it at least a few times. Really drunk people trying to light a filter. Nothing.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Oh, that's foul. Oh,
it's fucking horrible.
I don't know if mesh dry hits and filters.
Light in the end of
that's very close.
Do you think I think that's got to be a very British thing. Being so shit-faced you don't know which way around the cigarette goes.
Oh. Anyway, next. Apparently there's a big announcement about 1 billion lives this Friday.
What about it?
It's going to be free.
I don't know. No, but it's just this. I wish they'd stop it. Just do something or don't do something. Just don't keep fucking around. Because by the time it comes out, it's going to be like watching a Charlie Chaplin movie. It's going to be so out of date.
I'm really sitting on this. I'm going to just. No, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. Yeah, I'm going to say it. I don't know. This isn't a politics thing. This is like that. I've seen a few advocates congratulating themselves in the week or so, because as a vapor, they last week they voted in a very specific way because of vaping. If you really did, you need your brain checking, because it didn't do anything. You should have really, totally honestly, you should have read more. The amount of times, and I feel really stupid to this as well, because I should have seen it. You know, the Lord's vote. Because a lot of people are still really confused by that. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, when's it coming out? Well, when are they going to decide? Oh, when's it going to?" It's not going to happen because it was a lying wheel. On the show we said, you know, get behind this, because there was a glaring thing right in everybody's faces, and because of all the send a thing to a Lord. They didn't tell you something, which is, had they thrown out the bit Article 20 of the TPD, well, that wasn't an option. They had to throw out the entire legislation, the TPD legislation.
Yeah, and the majority of the TPD is perfectly acceptable.
That had got nothing at all to do with vaping. It was about tobacco advertising, and they were never going to throw it out because they'd spent absolutely millions of pounds on it, and you were all sold out by a load of twats. I'm really sorry, but that, and I was as well, totally went for it, and it was only when Labour went against it that stupidly that was the point where I thought, why have they going to get? What have they got against vaping? They haven't got anything against vaping. Someone was always going to do it. It's got nothing to do with party.
It should have been more specific about the Article 20, basically.
It definitely should have been, and it should have been an amendment, not what they went for. Which was
I don't suppose we've got any chance in the near future of discussing that again with the amount of stuff the government's got to do.
I think they've got a chance at an amendment to it, but I don't think they've got the TPD just that had to pass, and it was nothing to do with, because I've seen a couple of people go, fucking Jeremy Corbyn. It was nothing to do with it. He was the one who got it. It could have been Sally Boggenswill from the Green Party. It didn't make any difference at all. It was just on their agenda today going, oh, you wouldn't just bin that, would you? Yeah, fuck it. It was always getting fucked off, but they didn't tell you that. But it must have been nice for the Lords to get letters, because I don't think they get a lot of letters, except for, fuck off, you unelected snobby twat. So I think that's nice that they just got some nice letters.
Yeah.
Just got some mail.
Yeah, you got to give them a bit of G up now and again, haven't you?
Yeah, exactly.
So anyway,
that was it. No politics, sorry.
Anyway, billion lives. Whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Do you want a T-shirt? No, I'm alright.
Yeah. I was telling Rick about this. This is another diversion, right? I was telling Rick about this. I had a dream last night where somebody kept on posting up one letter from, it said something like Happy NNA, and they were posting up every other post in the group was one letter out of this thing. So it was like, how on 4chan you get the combo.
Yeah.
It was like one of those, and I swear this morning it was weird.
What was it?
They kept on. It was like it spelled Happy NNA.
Right.
And I've got no idea. No, I don't know. It's weird. I'm dreaming about Facebook groups. This is what it does to us. It's weird. Anyway.
It doesn't to me. I like when I get a message sometimes at 4 AM and it says, sorry to disturb you. You didn't. My phone got switched off at 11. I'm reading this at 8. I don't give a shit. Like I'm gonna go, oh no, why is it? No, I don't care. Sorry, it was on.
Yeah. Your apologies is accepted for waking me up in the middle of the fucking night.
Yeah, like if it really had him, I would have hunted you down and killed you.
Yeah. Next up, Joyetech AIO. They've got a new one on the way, or they've got two new ones. They've got the D16 and the D22.
What are the differences? Oh, it's like, is it long and thin?
It's long thin, so it's a bit of a kind of.
That's what killed Grandma.
Okay, that's how Grandma died.
Oh, that's how Grandma dies.
Yeah.
It's short and fat as well.
Short and fat.
That's how the other Grandma.
Long and fit.
One's
short
like
fat.
John. Yeah.
Fatty and skinny were in the bath.
Fatty's not
and skinny laughed.
Fucking hell, is this what we'd be called?
That looks quite slick, actually.
The two interesting things about this are, well, I mean, this sounds like the Spanish Inquisition. Three things. It's a really good vape. The T22 and the T18 are really good vape. So that they're doing these, they're going to be pretty good, I think. Secondly, they've got.
I'm a little bit. You can't change the battery, obviously. So you're going to have to. Is it got pass through?
I think it's got charge on the bottom. I think that's how they kind of work.
It's not got pass through. It's a nightmare.
Yeah, but the good thing about them is, the other thing is that they've got a child lock. The top part, the top section. I think
they had that on the first one, didn't they?
Yeah, I did. They have it on the first one.
Yeah.
So you just turn it up, and I didn't know that.
Yeah, they did have it on the. Yeah.
So so it's got an actual child lock on it. It doesn't help your dog. Your dog will eat it.
You still got to look after your dog.
Yeah. Don't let the dog eat it, because it'll just bypass the child lock. It's not a dog lock. It's a child lock. So
it's not a dog mod.
No, hold on. That's a dog mod. That's
They
really
can't
good.
see that because Rick's
No,
presented.
you can't. I've got to get the other one now. Where's
No,
the other one?
no, they can't see it because Rick's presented. All anyone
Oh,
can see.
god damn it. No, it's like that. Yeah, that's a dog mod.
Yeah, that's a dog mod. Right.
That's a dog mod. With a nice dog on the front. Number 5.
Not a dog mod.
Dog mod.
They're all right mod, isn't it? They're all right.
Yeah, I think they're alright. And now the price point is less than $20 for either of them.
We got any more specifications there, Craig, for what sort of battery life?
Off the top of my head, one of them is 1500. I'll bet you any money. Don Magnum, who's probably in the chat, will shout the numbers at me as soon as I've gone and finished saying one thing.
It looks like it'll have something like a small 650 battery in there.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, anyway, something to look forward to if you after begin a vape. I think the sooner that we get people away, the sooner that the shelves are emptied of CE4s and.
Has it got cyclonic air or something going on there?
I don't know. It's kind of special design. Either that or it's broken. I don't know. It's a swirl that goes all the way around it, I think.
Oh.
So.
Looks nice though. It looks good. It's a first start up. It looks like it'll do the job, and it's nice looking.
Yeah, I do think the one thing with the AIO is that it's a good mouth to lung stop smoking, which is that's what you want. That's what gets people off smoking. It really does. The mouth to lung stuff.
When I gave my mate a mod the other day, he wanted to give it a go. I just sent him up the Atlantis. I always say that, don't I? The Nautilus X.
Oh yeah.
On a little 40-watt mod, and it's a mouth to lung type.
Perfect. Yeah.
Replicates smoking.
That's the most important thing to get people off that.
Oh, anyway, next. God, I've got a fair old list of.
Fucking hell, haven't you?
Yeah, I'll do Stuart's thing first, which is Stuart Drummond was asking about what I was eating. Made a discovery today, and I cannot recommend it enough. Go to Marks and Spencer's and get the salted caramel and custard slices. Unbelievably good.
Where are they? In the fridge? I'll have one of these now. I'll have them tomorrow. I'll post up a review.
Yeah.
I've got a little sriracha update while we're on food.
Yeah.
Quite nice. Spicy, though.
So it's like a normal custard slice that we all know and love.
Yeah, but it's kind of got custard, then salted caramel, then custard, then salted caramel.
Oh,
I do like salted
I'll go and
caramel.
buy this tomorrow. I'll have a go.
You get two for £3, I think they are. They're not cheap, but they're very, very, very nice. I think they're 342 calories each.
I don't really give a shit about that. Look at me, I'll smack it.
Yeah.
Well, I've got 118 calories in this sriracha.
Is there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good.
It's probably some of the beer that I'm drinking. Right.
It's just the sounds of Rick eating. It's just picking it up. Are they good?
Got a chickpea here, look. You that?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. The last thing I just want to add is that just a reminder to everybody who watches the show, and a bit of an etiquette thing, which is if you put your name down for a list or you're going to go through with a deal, go through with it. And if you're going to try and buy a mod from somebody, expect or at least ask before you commit yourself how much the mod actually costs, and they're going to want the money. It's a pretty easy thing to do. So don't just go up to somebody and say, I'd really, really like one of those, and then they turn around and go, okay, you've got one, and then you go,
So I don't think people believe how often that happens. It happens at nearly every single list, or every single thing, or every single randomizer. It's really socially awkward for everybody involved. Really, I know that's totally stupid. If you know the mod's going to cost or the thing's going to cost like 300 quid, 400 quid, 500 quid, and you can't afford it, don't put your name down, because it gets really awkward really quick.
Yeah.
Really, it fucking does.
Yeah, it's not fair on everybody else, because if you sit.
Oh no, but the thing is, save yourself the bloody awkwardness. It's stupid to put yourself in that position. There's 100 to 1 chance you're going to look like a fucking idiot in 5 minutes. What do you want? No, I'm all right. I'm out. Fucking do that.
And Sod's Law says it always ends up being one of them. But yeah, just don't commit to something unless you're actually going to commit to it. If you're worried that you're going to miss your unicorn mod, which turns out that there's another unicorn straight after the unicorn that you've already got, that's always the way it works. Just pass. Just let go. Just say, okay, I'll wait a bit and I'll get another one later on. They always come around. It's like you look at zeros now and they're fucking falling out of the sky. So just hold on and wait. And if you can't afford it, don't stick your...
Yeah, just wait outside for a while with your hands like that and you've got a chance of getting one.
Yeah.
Falling out the sky and for long enough, you've got a good chance.
Yeah, so just be reasonable, and it just gets very, very awkward when it's almost the modder actually feels as if it's kind of like their fault. Don't make them feel like it's their fault that you've not got any fucking money.
Could you imagine that if you went to a car dealership and did the same thing? We've got 10 brand new Ford Focuses. Who wants one? I do. Great, come over here. Okay, it's 12,000. Well, I haven't got the money. Well, why did you do that then, you knob? I just like it. Well, fuck off.
Yeah. Take your complimentary mug and anyway, yeah, I think that's about me done. I think that's about it. So
we've got mod showcases.
Mod showcase, yes. Got a couple of good things to show this week from the Mod Showcase Facebook group. Go and join it if you like. If you make mods, you want to show them off.
While your pitch is ready, Cosmo says it's not raining Jeps though. No, I think we can.
I don't know. The one that looks like a cock. If you go down to the public toilet near me, you'd do all right.
Like the episode. No, Riyadh says like the episode of Friends when Joey guessed the price of the boat. Yeah.
Yeah, that's about right. Actually.
Yeah, that's kind of.
Puts his name down on everything.
Yeah, and you know how popular Joey is right now.
Popular than the ginger one, but still unpopular.
Yeah, I mean, on a relative scale between the two of them.
I do like the fact that anyone, on a relative scale, can like a twat when compared to Jeremy Clarkson. You go, what? That's possible. Fuck. Anyway.
Yeah, we're sounding like UK.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Anyway.
Fucking hell, we're wambling on like a couple of people in that show, yeah.
I think that's what Riyadh stands for, isn't it? It's Rick is anyway, Dick.
Right, the mod showcase.
Yeah.
Mod showcase, yes, 2 to show this week. Just quick ones. Adrian Murden did a very nice mod. We all agreed and thought we'd show this to people because it's quite nice. Quite nice.
Yeah, I do like that one.
Well done, Adrian.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah, nice little. I think he's got a C frame on there that he's probably bent up himself.
Mm-hmm. I really like that cut. If you can get, there's a side shot, isn't there?
And
yeah,
shot
that one.
the DNA. Yeah, it's a really nice bit of hybrid wood there, isn't it?
You can really tell as well that the resin. I know some people don't like the word resin, but it's become one with the wood. Where sometimes you can see a real awful scene there, but you really.
It's a properly stabilised piece of wood and then properly moulded and
yeah, I really like that.
Air pushed out of it and given the time it needs to do its magic.
Yep.
It's very. It's quite close to the. I think the pattern's quite close to the one that he did for James Sherlock. That Jim did for James Sherlock. The one that he dropped on concrete.
Oh.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, nice C frame. It's nice to see people. He's obviously shaped this, bent a bit of metal himself, and put it all together. And yeah, I just like it. It's nice. It's actually looks wide there, but we worked out it's actually quite a small mod, height-wise. It might be slightly wider because of the thickness of the wood in there, but that's not a very big mod. It'd be quite good to see that in a hand shot, actually. But that will be quite small because you can tell by the size of the screen that that's quite a tiddler.
Yeah, it looks like that faceplate on that is very, very close to the size of the face.
It looks like a chunky monkey, though, a little, like a good handful.
Yeah, but that's probably only about 85. I'll guess at 85 mil long.
I like it though. It's good.
Yeah. And another one we've got this week is from our friend Tio.
He's in chat as well.
Tio, look, we've done your mod, Tio.
We love Tio.
We do love Tio.
We love Tio. We do.
Andrew as well, fellow.
He's our cuddly little mascot. Him and his wife. They are our cuddly mascots.
Yeah, they're both lovely.
We're gonna ruin him at Vapefest.
I think it's them and Cosmo. They're like our little cuddly mascots.
We love them.
Cosmo,
No,
Cosmo got kicked out of Hogwarts. He's lovely.
I don't think Cosmo's got to the bit yet because the chat's slightly delayed from this going out. And we're just waiting for Cosmo to pick up on this.
I really like, but I do anyway. Tio's mod, I think it's great. I'm not really a fan of the rat look, but I really think that looks like somebody escaped from a space station with it. And I think.
Yeah, he's taken an old DNA 30 mod. I'm not sure. Does any? I never bought a finished mod with a DNA board in it. So, what is this a Hannah one or not? Or
no, it's S. It's on the front of it.
S&M.
No,
it isn't.
It says S&M there.
It's an S&M mods, isn't it? Or what?
Oh yeah, S&M. Yeah.
I think it is.
I didn't know if that was just Tio put that on there to be.
No, it was on there. Yeah.
Oh right.
That's really nice, actually.
Yeah, he's taken a broken S&M mod. And he's put a DNA 40 in it and ratted the case up. And, gosh, it is ratted. I don't know whether he put that dink in it. I've just seen that there. But that is... I like it. It's honest.
I like it.
Yeah.
I do. We discussed this on Tuesday. And we were like, does anybody... Do we like this? And we all went, yeah. We fucking do.
Absolutely. You get a bit precious sometimes about paint, don't you?
It looks like someone kicked it to work, which I think is brilliant. I think it's fucking awesome.
I might have to get one and just drag it along in a car for a couple of miles, and then
we're gonna have to do this whole segment again now because Tio's just turned up in chat. He wasn't there, was he?
Oh, we'll have to watch it back then, won't he?
Oh, Tio.
Tio.
His name is.
Your mod's on.
Not anymore. It's gone.
Yeah.
Oh.
Watch it back, Tio. We love you, Tio.
Yeah, it's an S&M apparently. Yeah.
But there you go. That's the showcase of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about it, isn't it? Yeah.
We got our next bit.
Yeah. What's our next bit? I forgot.
Our next bit is social media and vaping.
Oh.
Are we actually going to talk about this week, or are we going to just...
Yeah, no, I think we can do it. Just a quick run
brush
through.
over it quickly, maybe?
Yeah.
I think we can brush over it quickly. I'll just... Oh, fuck it, I'll start it. I'll do my thing, really. So I've been vaping now for about 4.5 years. I still can't believe I haven't smoked a cigarette in that long, which is fucking weird for me. And when I first started vaping, the only place vaping was prolific was forums. UK Vapors, Planet of the Vapes, things like that. I wasn't saying it's prolific. Yeah, it was on them, obviously, because that's what they're fucking made for. And I always felt like an alien in those places because I wasn't used to forums, hadn't used forums at all. Found it really, really difficult. And where I live, I was the only vapor that I knew. Sort of.
I just had a little Britain just went through my head there. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm the only vapor.
Only vapor in the village.
Yeah.
Yeah, and anyway, but I was sort of. Yeah. So I used to watch Scott and Todd and learn how things worked and kind of. And bought things recommended by those two, really, and a bit of Green and stuff like that. But basically, I just kind of vaped on my own and bought things from Liberty Flights, which cost a fortune. And then I watched this sort of skinny man with a beard and a fat laughing guy, Safer Vapors, as they first were. And then they said join their Facebook group, and I hated Facebook. I'm not a fan.
Facebook group used to be a bloody good vaping though, didn't it?
No, Safer Vapors.
Was it?
Yeah, Safer Vapors. Because that's what they were called. And I joined Safer Vapors, and then I had a Diver V2, if you remember what that was, which was a rebuildable Cleto, which was a horrible piece of shit. But I noticed that Damien wanted a Diver V2 because I think they were quite difficult to get. And so I sent him a message saying, "Do you want a Diver V2 or I'm going to smash it?" So your choices are accept it or I'm going to break it. And he said, how much do you want for it? And I said, no, you're saving its life. I hate it. Fuck it. And I took it to Damien, and then I joined the hangout and said, all that bloke was, isn't you? A diver V2. And then I just started being more and more obnoxious online in Facebook, being my normal dickhead self, and talked to people, and then became sort of part of the vaping community, which is really weird because I wasn't expecting that at all.
Yeah.
It sounds sort of a bit similar to me, John. I mean, when I started vaping, I was the only vapor I knew, and it was Facebook hadn't really. Well, I used Facebook, but it wasn't really any communities on there. So it was UK Vapors and Planet of the Vapes. Planet of the Vapes was probably the first one I was on and was on the longest.
But had you used forums before in different parts?
Not really. No, I was never really that bothered about joining a community because you generally need to have a common interest to join a forum, don't you? And there wasn't anything I was interested in that was in a community on a forum really. But I needed to go somewhere because I was the only vapor. I didn't say you found out what to do, you know. And yeah, watched a few YouTube vids and stuff, and probably spent about best part of 2 years on Planet of the Vapes. Really, I was on it all the time. It was like Facebook is now for me. And then people started shifting onto Facebook, and I think most people are on Facebook now rather than forums, unfortunately. But
you say that unfortunately, but for me, I don't like the sort of anonymity of forums.
Yeah.
Facebook's got a lot to answer for. It's a pain in the arse, but you can't hide behind butt sniffer 900.
Is that your other account?
I wouldn't want to hide behind butt sniffer.
Busted.
That's why you don't want to be hiding in front of him. That's it.
I don't like that snidey shittiness of that.
I never saw any of that really in the forums, though. I mean,
I've seen it on forums, and I've seen friends taken apart by fucking little snivelling knobheads who live in their small flat, but like it's kind of connected to my mum's house. That's your bedroom. And you're kind of thinking you wouldn't say that. If this was Facebook, you wouldn't say that because they know who you are. Because there's a lot of really nice people in forums. They are the vast majority. It's that sort of percentage of bellends who and I never got attacked.
I think it was more of a requirement back then for when it was rarer who vaped. You needed to have a community to learn things, really. I mean, there was always YouTube with a few Americans on there and like Scott and Todd.
Yeah, I just literally watched Scott and Todd. And Scott, I sent him a couple of snivelly messages which I've said to him since, and he's laughed in my face when I've said, like, is this a good atomizer to buy? And he went, yeah, it's all right.
But no, there was that community there, and it was strong, wasn't it, back then? Because we were a lot of people, including me. I was in a town, never saw another person vaping ever. No. Certainly never saw anybody with a 22mm atomizer.
No.
And for making mods as well, there was even less people. So it was pretty. Nowadays, I don't know if the newbies. Well, there is a good community still, but it was quite strong back then, wasn't it? And there was a lot of people helping each other out.
I think that's how it kind of the strongest communities and the ones that still exist are the ones that helped each other out.
Yeah.
The ones that shout on each other have drifted because they will. And weirdly, I thought I was the only vapor in town, but it turned out my best mate was the other vapor. But we sort of moved away from each other because he was sort of kids and wife and stuff like that. And then I saw he took a picture of himself posted it on Facebook. And he was holding an e-cig. I could just see it out of shot. It was a cig-alike. And then I was like, man, you vape. Yeah.
I mean,
that's my mate who owns the local vape shop. Sorry, Craig, go for your story.
Yeah. I mean, mine was. I did a totally different route because I kind of went. I got to know all of the guys in the States before. I don't know. I'm pointing that way. The US isn't. The US could be that way for all I know, or that way. But I got to know all of those guys first, really, because I started nearly 2 years ago. On July the 18th will be my second anniversary. And everything was already kind of underway at that point. You know, the decent tanks were out there. You got the Nautilus, and you got it was the AIO tank as it was, which was still good, and I still love the Nautilus Mini as well. Somebody posted one up today, and it's still a really good vape. And I ended up watching. Again, it was a similar kind of thing. It was watching one of Mark's videos. I didn't really do any kind of Facebook at all. I hadn't got anything at all on Facebook. It was just a repository for people who I kind of used to know.
Yeah, totally agree.
Yeah, and it's kind of like for those people that kind of in my profile that aren't vapors, that's exactly what they are still, I think. But I went through watching Mark, and I watched the episode where he kind of got into a bit of trouble with Amerivape with the Manhattan.
Oh, I remember that, yeah.
Yeah, where he's kind of blowing in the end of it. Nice one, Mark. That image will never leave me. You go like that. Yeah. And then from that, I went to watch Chuff's video. Oh God, what's Rick doing now? I went to watch Chuff's video, which was kind of like which Mark referenced, where he ended up firing air through it, and then he ended up firing an 18650, or it was to do with plumes. I think it was to do with plumes. And he ended up firing an 18650 as the electrical cabinet on the back wall of his unit where he used to work. And then that led me to plumes. Then I watched all of plumes and watched all of the reruns of them from the start. They hadn't got that many episodes. It was like a couple of years ago, so it was only like 30 or so episodes. You know, it wasn't fucking hard. I couldn't do it now. And then I got in touch with Dogmods, Nick Kutris, who now works at Evolve. And I shot him a message saying I want to buy a box off you. And Nick was a little bit. He's you know you got to when you catch people like that modders and they kind of go yeah what you have to like that, and I went I want a dog mod, and he went okay, it costs you this much, and I said right, I'll send you the money now. It's like, and he was like what? he kind of and I said I'll throw an extra few dollars in for the dog fund, because every single one of the dog mods that you got, he used to put a donation into the local dog shelter.
Cool.
So I sent him some extra money.
I didn't know that was why it was called Dog Mods.
Yeah, because he got his dog, was from Rescue Dog. So
right, makes sense then.
So I'm not going to share the picture of Nick lying on the dog bed asleep with the cam on. Don't worry. But yeah, so I got in touch with Nick, and Nick said, come and join the hangout, and I went to the hangout, and everyone was there. It was like Plumes were there, there was Nick there, there was, you name it, everybody kind of passed through.
You have to admit, the first hangout is a baptism of fire. In most groups and most things.
Yeah, if you're in social media. And
yeah, because we spoke about this, the rules of hangout before, which is don't be the quiet one. Don't not say anything.
But don't say too much either.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's really difficult. Just judge it.
Just be yourself, and if you're a knob, they'll kick you off.
Yeah. But it's really funny how you meet. I was just trying to think of the people that I've met through just sort of swapping gear or using. I'm not. I always say this, and it's totally true. I'm not a collector. If I don't use it, it's gone. I don't want it. I always get rid of it. 2 hands and 1 mouth. There's no point. That's what I keep saying when I go cottaging. Yeah, but so I've met people like that, and I've met people by me and Ollie met through basically like a never-ending competition of taking the piss out of knobheads.
Who's Ollie?
Ollie Redmond, who is like he is the troller of trollers on SB, and one of the nicest blokes you'll ever meet.
Yeah, he's like middle management, but he kind of knows when to draw a line sometimes.
Well, sometimes. Yeah, sometimes not so much.
But I think on the whole social media thing, I think, yeah, it was only when I kind of got onto Facebook that it kind of opened everything up, because I looked around all of the forums and I never really found that much there. it was always a little bit too. It always felt very, very cliquey because they were already quite mature by that point. And like you say, you can't make a connection with a nickname. It's quite hard to do that. Whereas actually making a connection with somebody who's actually got a name and an address, and you've got the stuff that's there, then it adds this extra bit of something to them. It's an actual person. So you kind of, Facebook helped like that, but it's not very conducive to. It's not very conducive for the kind of thing that we do, but it's where everybody is. So it's what we've got with the group. I'll just mention this, that the group's just fucking ace. It's not. I never in a million years imagined that it'd turn out like it has.
I love it. So I was talking to a friend last week who asked me something about the Ideal Home Show as a thing, and we all came out of the gate. I remember sitting here planning before the first show, and we were all sort of fingers crossed and hoping that 60 people would watch. That was an extreme amount of people. If we can get over 50, we'll be all right. And everyone has been so nice, and the group's fantastic, and there's a real nice feeling between really experienced vapers and people who aren't so sure about things.
Yeah.
I mean, the bottom line is we won't have any. It's got to be friendly.
Yeah. And fuck, I love seeing people.
Not having anything else.
I love seeing people in our t-shirts. Makes my fucking day. I'm such a sad bastard. I absolutely love it. I really do.
It's like the vinyls thing. I mean, it's that kind of side of things just went. I can't believe how silly it is to this day. It's like somebody put one on the window and it was next to an MCR mods sticker, and you're like, oh, fucking hell, that's quite cool. That it's really, really cool.
That's the sad thing. We're all fucking losers. They just don't.
That's where the community is strong. We didn't plan to get these vinyls made.
No, it was Mike
from our group. There's been so much good stuff come into the group and generous people.
Yeah, John. It's like John Malcolm and Jim.
Yeah, John as well.
Stuff that those two guys have gone and done, and I think it's a major. It's been really, really helpful. It's really helped us loads, and we're never going to forget it.
The artwork and the community and people wanting stickers on their mods, and that's fucking amazing.
But I think the thing to do is if you're going to get invested, and if somebody who's a bit of a lurker watches this, and it's the same with hangouts, and it's same with groups and the whole lurking thing, which is if you watch for a bit, you'll gain the pace of the group. You'll see the particular names that are going on in there, and you'll see certain things happen. It doesn't matter if you've just got some cheap bit of shit that's lying on the desk somewhere. If you can go and send that to somebody at the moment when they actually need it, people do spot it. Yeah. People really, really spot that these things happen. So you get major brownie points with people, even if it's just like a 10 quid atty, or it's just.
I'm not just talking whatever's in your hand. If there's a stupid, we all understand how ultimately sad the fucking hand check thing is, right? But we do it because it's a laugh. You're kind of just going, what have you got? You can post anything. Don't give a shit.
No cloud shop.
CE4 on top of a CE4 on top of an ego battery or something like that. If that stops you smoking, whack it up. Don't give a shit.
Yeah.
It's awesome. We've all been there. I've used everything, I think.
Yeah. But I think we don't really mess around with the other stuff, because Instagram we don't really get into. I know.
I do. Oh, you're on Instagram. Do your Instagram. What's your Instagram?
I'm on Instagram as well.
Yeah, you two kind of do it more than I do. I can't quite get my head around. I can get my head around it. I'm just too lazy. I think that's my problem.
I can't remember what my Instagram name is. I think it's just trying to.
Ideal Home John or something like that.
Ideal Home John is my name on Instagram.
I tell you what I should do.
What's yours, Rick?
Rick Modmaker.
Rick Modmaker. What is yours, Craig?
Mine's Dscaper. DSCAPER.
Escaper.
I try to post on Instagram a lot more, as much as I can, but it's not like Facebook.
Yeah, what I'll do is I'll start a thread up, and then if anybody who's actually watches iOS is on Instagram or is on any of these, on there, then just shoot us.
Let's start an Instagram thread possibly with all the homies on. So just one thread just for post your username, and let's get some people connected.
Yeah. Happy to do that. Totally.
But Facebook for me is the busy one with Modmaker.
Well, because the thing is, you run Modmaker.
It's a tool for me. It's not just for community. It's actually I speak to people who have problems with orders and constantly. So it's like a tool for me. So that's why I'm on it more than anything else now.
Well, I've been helping to run Safer Vapors since we had about 1,500 members, and I think there's now 5,500. And when we were fully, we cut back a little while ago, but we were 6,900 before we started cutting back. So that's nearly a full-time job. So I'm always live on Facebook. Always.
Well, I'm pleased to say with my mod making groups. Yeah. They pretty much police themselves now. I've got 2,500 people on each group.
Yeah, exactly.
And with only two admins, and there's 3 on one of them, but we don't really have to do much because.
No, as long as the rules are in place, they.
Yeah, and if someone plays up, they get booted, and generally there's hardly anything. It may go a week without, or 2 weeks even without a problem. It's.
And we got to mention it while we're here because Craig runs Derby Vapors as well. He's not saying it, but he does.
No, I don't. I mean, I started it up because I really did. I was in the same position as you. I didn't know anybody around Derby at all at Vape.
Yeah, but it's gone from strength to strength. So I think you should be really proud of it. It's a great little group.
Yeah, I mean we're nearly 500 members in now, but it's mainly like Craig and Ashley and Johnny Bayless and
sorry about that.
And those guys. That Johnny especially has been brilliant in these last few months as well. So because we've life kind of gets in the way of various things or doing this, that this happened, and so unfortunately Derby Vapors kind of took a little bit more of a backseat. But I think those are really good. But there's a couple of things in chat that they're kind of saying that. Vape Go says, have to say iOS group is the best Facebook group I've ever been on. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so if you're watching the video and if you're watching this on playback and you're not on the Facebook group, go and look for the Ideal Home Show and come and join.
It is the best Facebook group.
I know. If I actually, I know it's ours, but I would say it is
it's fucking
the best
amazing.
Facebook group.
I think it's just don't ever be afraid of posting shit up. Like John says, it's kind of like just. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter if it's the dumbest question in the world. If somebody's going to give a shit about it, just wait 5 minutes and somebody will have them, right? Because we don't like that kind of stuff happening in there, and that's kind of cool that people kind of.
I had a good one the other day actually. I posted my picture up of my Deringer resurrected, and I just said on there, oh, the O-rings are buggered on it, and within 5 minutes somebody had said, oh, I've got some. I'll send them to you tomorrow, and it was. I'll send him some vinyls as a thank you, but he didn't want anything for it, and it's just a good community of people who can help you.
There is a better group.
I think we're about at the end. We are rambling now. We're at a rambling stage.
We're pretty close. I'm looking at the time. Now it's kind of an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah, we're all right. We're going to have to wrap it up so people can actually get to bed and see their
Anyway, I'll start a big Instagram thread of everything that's going on. But yeah, thank you very much for everybody for the fucking compliments and chat. It's really, really cool. And we still cannot, to this day, get our head around any of this.
Fuck knows why you're watching.
No, I've got no idea.
We like it a lot.
Yeah, it's weird. It's very fucking weird. So yeah, but keep doing it anyway because it's really good fun. And Vapefest not far away. Night.
But anyway, thanks everyone for watching. This has been the Ideal Home Show.
Thank you very much.
We'll catch you all next week.
Bye.
Bye for now.